Welcome back to my regular vocal practice where I remember how to talk, or at least practice talking, also known as Starbase Summary. We're going to be looking at what happened. What happened? I already can't talk. We're going to be looking at what happened the last couple of days out there at Starbase, kicking it off with these parts being installed on the Supercrusher. That's what the title says, the Supercrusher. They're upgrading the Supercrusher. I guess it becomes a Mega Crusher, and then a Giga Crusher, and a Terra Crusher at some point. I'm not sure. A Petacrusher. It's got to end somewhere, folks. But you can see, looks like some welding or something up on the top. We see the welding sort of screens, it looks like. Looking over at the ship, don't blink too much because those cars going past this shot are a little in your face. Looks like the forward flaps moved a little bit. And, oh, yeah, that one's easier to see because you get that big reflection onto the aft flaps over there at Massey's. Of course, that's the artist formerly known as Ship 39. Who knows what it's called this day? Probably in a week or so they'll be calling it Tony. We'll see what gets posted on next, though, and we'll just roll with it. Some cryo tests happened over at Massey's as well. You know, this angle is tough. I mean, there's an awful lot of tank farm activity, but since we're looking at the tile side of the ship, we can't really see the ice forming. So Gage went over and hopped to get a different angle, and there you can see the ice melting on the side of the ship from this slightly different angle here. But what do we got here? Oh, there's a little tank making an escape. Look at that. That's that test tank. What are they just getting it out of the way? Like parking it on the side of the road on the other side of the moat? That's an interesting strategy. Massey's is small, but that's an interesting thing. New ship stand construction. This is the thing we saw in the last video. Sort of looks like the crab stand, but you can see that it's growing some like advanced scafungus on top. It's more permanent scafungus. It looks almost like those are booster cuties, but this is a ship stand, right? Now there's 3 of them. And I wonder from the angle, are these going to align with some of the engines underneath? On the outer rim there, they look like they're RVAC positions. And they are inside of the perimeter. And remember, the back of the ship is hollow. The engines are tucked up in there, but it's just a big empty, right? It's just a big empty cylinder. So maybe those are going to attach to some engine mount points or be used for testing, thrust ram sort of stuff, the cryo testing that they do. Maybe that's what they're modifying there, but we will continue to watch, look for some big hydraulic pistons to be put in there or something like that. Looks like we got a bag of bolts raising up. Nope, not those are people. The bag of bolts was on the right-hand side. Those are workers in that. Is there a second cable on that thing? Like, is there, like, the main cable, then, like, a secondary retention safety cable? I guess when the crane lifts a big steel beam, it doesn't have, like, a secondary retention or anything, so they just lift the people up. What is that thing? It almost looks like an airfoil, but it's got a little, not MSDS, but you know the little triangle diamond thing? It's like a diesel tank, it looked like, almost. Huh. Maybe they needed to elevate some diesel fuel up to the top for a generator or something. Ship 40's aft section, it's getting really hard to see back into Megabay 2 as they continue to build the Gigabay in front of everything. One day when the doors are there, we won't be able to see back there at all from that position, but you can just see the back of it. We've got some raceways being lifted. We're going to verticalize them, turn them upright, stand them on their end, raise them towards the heaven. I don't know, chat, help me out. What other words can we use for lifting things up like that? From a horizontal to a vertical position. Here is once again across the Gigabay, but this must be the other direction because I don't see all of those signpost bolt mounts in the ground. I am missing some context then because there were a bunch of no parking signs. I'm going to have to ask the crew where all the signs were and where that was, because I thought that was the same sort of area, but clearly not. Now, all the way over here, we're looking at the launch site. Looks like we're going to run in a little bit and look at Orbital Pad 2. We got that big, is that big 100-meter lift going all the way up to the ship QD? Oh, we're going to look even higher, it looks like. The crane's taller than the top. They've been doing a ton of work up there on top, preparing to put the lid on it. Basically, the roof on that second tower, preferably or hopefully to protect some of the stuff up there from the blast of the rocket as it comes and goes, I guess. It just goes both directions. There's the chopsticks. Got a little bit of scaffolding. You can actually see those booster hatches are open. The little, not skate ramp looking things, the little ramp looking things there that just stick up above the top a little bit. We got some animations, some video of those moving. Got a new pipe installed. It has a spiral nozzle installed on the end of it. Truly, we are Texas tank watching here. Look at this small, exquisitely bent stainless steel line or whatever the heck that thing was. Oh, nice. There's a little bit of a scale on those doors there. That looks like that's a bunch of things sort of packed together there on the other side. Interesting. Those are the booster cuties on top of the second launch mount. View inside the service structure. It looks like some delightfully little greebly piping and fluid handling stuff. That's all small stuff, though. That's not the big pipes or the big main propellant flows, it looks like. Got a shot of the top of Pad 2's tower. Got a zoomed-in shot of the top of Pad 2's tower. This is where we should have talked about preparing the top of the tower for the roof. I guess those little green things are sort of temporary places. You can see some tie-off areas of the weather station up there as well. I don't really see a lot of overt. I know they're preparing for a roof, but I didn't see a lot of things like, oh, look, they installed the third forward bracket that the roof is going to bolt to. Like, it's whatever. Wrong video for that. There's some bigger piping at the sort of root of the ship QD there. I'm seeing if I can... Yeah, look at that. Man, the thing just looks delightfully industrial. Like, it's got the angles, but then it's almost got like a Borg cube quality on that inner structure there. It's like a mix of, I don't know. That's actually really cool. Those look like temporary, just there for the work. I don't think those are going to be there the entire time, but those just looking up at the top of the ship QD there. Pad 2's chopsticks from the back. Really, that's a shot of the carriage that it rides up and down the tower with. Oh, look at this. The chopsticks, they look so funny when you grow up. I use that term lightly. Looking at the full-size Pad 1 chopsticks, then you see the shorty, stubby chopsticks. It's like, they just look a little funny. Hey, what is that? We get a... That's the elevator that's got a SpaceX logo on it? Huh. Is that the elevator or is that a counterweight for the elevator? I wonder which part we were looking at there. So every now and then something catches your eye. A little tough of a view here. This is a little backlit. The sun's going to be going down, I think, here on the far side. Yeah, and the chopsticks are going back down. This is going to be from the south. Is that from the south? God, everything's changing so much. I'm starting to quit second because I need to go back out to Starbase. What are those little flags they have? It's like the flag. It's a Texas. It looks like a Texas. I'm from there. I can recognize that. Yeah, here you go. MK with a word and a Texas with a Texas flag emblazoned inside the shape of the state of Texas. Well done, MK. I wish I could see what the rest of the word was. In any event, a lot of times they put flags on top of those for like visibility, but that flag's not sticking up very high. I want like little RC car flags. You know, like you get a little RC car and it's got that little like orange triangular flag on it. I want all of these things to have matching RC car flags at a scale that makes it look like they're little RC excavators and stuff. That would be cool. All right. Hammer in. Are we going to go over there and hammer in some sheet piles? Because that's the sheet pile hammerer. Yep. Got to get it lined up. Yeah, and then just get it up on the top of there. Okay, that looks good. It's going to go... No, I guess not. We just saw it getting into position. Got some crane bits in some foreground. And the chopsticks in the back. Are the chopsticks moving? Oh, the chopsticks are moving now. Look at that. They can go both directions. They can open them and close them with the two lines that they've attached to there. I feel like the chopsticks, I mean, clearly this works. Hey, look, it's the ASU. I feel like the chopsticks, plane landing gear, it's like, oh no, the hydraulics failed. I got to get down there and like crank them to put the landing gear down. I don't know if that's a myth or not. Versus the shuttle landing gear, which just like open the door and gravity will open those things. The gravity will just drop them out. They need to have hand cranks, like this little bicycle-looking hand crank. Maybe somebody could sit on a bike stand sort of thing and pedal away to close and open the chopsticks manually if need be. I guess the excavator and the rope works as well. Looks like some welding happening there on the old ASU. Welding or grinding. See, the reflection is what caught my eye there. But the beam is sort of blocking the work. Work on the pad 2 perimeter wall. Are we putting like stucco on the outside of it? Oh, we have to make it look pretty. They need to put this on pad 2 itself. Like some sort of like heat shield, sort of thick paint coating that makes it look like it's a smooth surface. That's what it looked like they were doing there. I don't think that was a heat shield. I think it was like either protective coating or decorative coating. Gotta love this. It's time for some Starbase wacky races. Today's contestant is this lift, this small aerial work platform. It's from United Rentals. It's an SX. I can't read the rest of it because it's time to look at the Lunar Eclipse over Starbase. That did happen. Photographers got some cool shots. Some of our friends got some cool shots as well. Tyler, who goes out to Starbase on occasion, was out in Big Bend getting some cool shots, if you saw that on social. If I forget to put that in the comments, remind me. I can go get that link to Tyler's social post of the sort of like multi-composite of the moon, getting the atmospheric pollution, scattering the light from the sun via the atmosphere of the Earth over to the moon so that it turns sort of like reddish-orange like that. In any event, folks, hey, it's a Starbase summary. We keep a pulse on what's happening on Starbase, and I get to talk a little bit. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. You know the deal. Ask some comments down below. I answer some of them. But for now, that's the end of this one, and we will see you nerds later. Thanks for watching.